Hello guys, welcome to Tim and Katie's juicy Q&A / date night. And it's a juicy Q&A because we got lots of bottles of wine to tackle. You may see 6 here, but don't worry, we're only opening 3. Now let's get started with this really fun and in-depth Q&A and wine tasting.
All right, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight.
All right, so we have a question just to start it off right at the gate. And while this question is actually for you.
Oh, okay, on the spot. Here
yes, and while he's answering the question, I will get our first bottle of wine open, which is going to be a white bottle of wine. So here's the question. We're starting off real juicy here. Okay? Okay. What is your favorite body part on Katie? On that note, I'm going to open the wine.
Yeah, let's see here. Well, I will have to say, she has really beautiful eyes.
We haven't even drank yet.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
No, really, I love everything about you and your body, but, yeah.
I have lipstick on. All right, that was a good one.
Make me blush.
I know, seriously. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this white wine. This is Hertz and Heim. Now, before we keep going, I wanna talk a little bit about the wine, and also we have a charcuterie here, and we have just some of the most fun things from Trader Joe's in this charcuterie. Sorry.
It's okay.
Knock you out before the questions start. But yeah, we have a little cheese board with some apples and the lait de lait bourgogne, whatever, and then unexpected cheddar, some apples, and this little
salami and
provolone duo, and then some olives and crackers. And let's try the wine real quick.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's different. That's like a honey kind of flavor.
That's really good.
I know, that is really good. So we're going to talk a little bit about the wine because this is not traditional Trader Joe's wine. This is actually wine from a brand called Cellars, and they were gracious enough to send me 6 bottles of wine, which you yourselves can grab as well. So the reason why I really wanted to link up with a wine company is because so many of you guys don't have access to wine at your local stores, and so I thought, you know what, we really should have something where everyone can access wine, and it's a really great product. I had to take my coat off. It's getting a little warm in here. It just takes a couple sips of wine for me, and I'm already like, woo, I feel it. But let me tell you how you can get your hands on Cellars for yourself. So it's a subscription-based company. They send you out 6 bottles of wine every single month, and you can cancel at any time, so you can try it out and see if you like it. I personally love this because we are wine members at a winery, and we get 2 bottles of wine once each month, so it's like a 2-month subscription, right?
It's pretty much a wine bottle.
Yeah, 1 bottle a month, and it costs way more than this, so I'm kind of like, maybe we should just cancel our winery membership and just continue with this because it's a great deal. The coolest part about this is that you just take a simple 7-question quiz, and then they will pair which wines go with your preference. So I love that because sometimes, as you all know, I always choose wine based on the label and not necessarily how it's going to taste. So I like that I'm getting to try brand new wines for the first time, like this one. Let me try again.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, wow, I would have never, based on the bottle, let's see. Okay, it's
pretty
cute.
Cool.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It is cute. But I don't know even I don't know what this wine is. And the great thing is it comes with little cards to give you a description of exactly what it is. So this one is a lime, lemon, nectarine, white pepper flavor in here. It's a 2020 wine. It's 13% alcohol, light-bodied white. It tells you what the temperature should be when you serve it. It tells you where it comes from, what part of the world, and it tells you what you compare it with. So soft, fresh cheeses, perfect, we got that. Sushi or sashimi, and upscale hors d'oeuvres. Oh, we just did that.
Trader Joe's has got us covered.
Totally. So I'm so excited to try more of these. Guys, honestly, there's no pressure at all. I am so appreciative of your support watching my channel. But if you do want to try this out. I do get a small commission, full transparency. And if you do decide to click the link, using my link, you'll actually get 50% off your first box of 6 bottles of wine. So now's the time if you're wanting to try something new, try this out. Take it away, Tim.
All right.
What's my question?
So I've got a question for you. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
What is it that Tim does that turns you on the most?
Oh my gosh, you are starting juicy. Honestly, it's watching you clean the house, doing the dishes, mopping, sweeping, whatever it is. That is like come on, you ladies know, that is like the hottest thing a man can do. I think I even posted an Instagram once that you were like doing dishes and I was like, dang, my man looks hot. So it's, you know, it's the little things.
You know, I laugh because I know it's true. Like,
it totally is. All right, so I guess we're just handing off questions back and forth. So this next one is from Lauren E. This had 85 thumbs up, and it said, as always, I look forward to seeing your videos and what's new at Trader Joe's. I'm curious what Tim does for a living.
Okay, that's a fair question. I think that came through a few times. I'll just keep it simple, but I work in software. And I work with digital marketers that help improve their online campaigns. And so, yeah, got questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer it in more detail.
Oh my gosh. His job is complicated. It always goes over my head when he's telling me about it.
Yeah.
He does get to work from home now.
Now, yes.
It wasn't always like that, but now because of, you know what? He gets to work from home, which is nice.
I get to be with my family, yeah.
Yeah, and you were missing out on a lot of important moments in his life, so it's nice that he gets to see him grow up. Next question is, which was asked by so many people, is how did you and Tim meet and like what was the timeline for your marriage? So we met at a job that we both worked together. We worked with kids we did after school sports, we did summer camps, we did a lot of different things. And for like 2 years, right? We were just friends.
Yeah, we were working for a few years and didn't even notice the other one really. Just because we didn't work well, we didn't work together.
We didn't work well together? That's kind of true.
That's
I always
funny.
thought he was lazy because he'd be sitting around, which you admit.
Yeah, you know,
it was a different time.
I didn't care about my job at that time, to be honest. But then we started working together and on certain projects, and we just clicked. And then I was planning a vacation cruise with a bunch of other coworkers, invited her along, and we hung out more and more, and then the rest is history.
Totally. Well, we were actually together for 4 years before we got married.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And we had a really short engagement period. We were engaged for 6 months, and that's really what we wanted. We wanted to just, you know, get engaged, get married, and you know, just because we both knew at that point we wanted to be together. There was no questions about it. So we had a very nice wedding. Everything went off without a hitch, and we have been married now for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years in March. So
3, 2, 1, March 21st.
Yep, that's right. Now we're moving on to a red. Now this one is called Apostate, and I kind of want to read about this a little bit. Again, this is so much fun for us because we're such wine lovers, and this type of wine tasting is really fun for us. So this is a 2021.
Maybe a little too much fun for me.
A Nouveau Zinfandel. It's made in a Nouveau style from Sonoma Valley's Dry Creek Valley. It's deliciously ripe fruity with notes of strawberry, cherry, sweet vanilla bean, and soft tannins. I like soft tannins. 13.5%, medium-bodied red, served with bacon, chicken, shrimp. This is like your lunch today.
Yeah.
And you know what's so cool about these cards? There's little QR codes too that you can use.
Oh.
And it'll say you can rate each wine to help your next matches. We have to do that.
Yeah.
So we can get matched.
That's cool.
I know, I love this. I just love that I can just open my door and there's wine there. It's a Christmas every month. So let's try this one. Oh, wow. That is different.
A little, yeah, it is different. It has a different flavor to it, but
it tastes like cherries, doesn't it?
It very much tastes like cherries.
It tastes like cherry juice, but in the best way, and it's super light. I like it.
And let's not leave out the fact that we just opened this bottle. There's been zero, I mean, there's a little bit of aeration with the aerator, but it hasn't been opening. It hasn't been sitting here to open up.
No.
And it's that good. So this is bomb.
All right, we're moving on. So, someone wanted to know about our wedding rings, which goes into this.
Okay,
so
sure.
I love your wedding rings. I guess my wedding rings. I wonder if you picked out the rings or if you let it up to Tim. So this is a great question because leading up to our engagement, I'm older than Tim, by the way, by 3 years. So
2.5.
Okay, so he, at the time, you know, the age difference is so much different, especially because I was out of college and he was still in college, and he was just trying to save for a ring, which is the sweetest thing, honestly, because he kept putting off the engagement. I'm like, when are we gonna get engaged? You know, typical girl. And so we would go ring shopping, and I showed him like my favorite ring, of course, from like Cartier. It's like $300,000. I'm like, just a mere $300,000. And then Tim went and kind of like revamped the type of ring I wanted. I always wanted a halo set around the diamond, and he found the most beautiful ring. Well,
actually, when we were looking at your like ideal ring at Cartier, you know, just having fun with it, I found this other one that was the halo. That's the halo set. It's like, I like this one so much more, and you're like, wow, that one's beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, Tim did an amazing job, honestly. And when he proposed, I just jumped into his arms and cried. I didn't even see the ring for good, probably 5 minutes until he's like, "Hey, are you gonna look at the ring?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah," because I was just so happy and excited. And he proposed to me in Hawaii, by the way. Man, you really setting the bar high.
Sorry, guys.
All right, we got another question here. Okay, this is a good one about Trader Joe's. Question to both you and Tim. If you were allowed to eat / have only one Trader Joe's product for the rest of your life, frozen, condiment, etc., what would it be?
Easy.
Yours is easy? Of course it is. Okay, you give your answer. I gotta think about mine.
The big soft pretzels. Honestly, like, it's just, and I mean, I gotta have some cheese with it too. It's melted on the top, but I mean, I had that for lunch yesterday. I almost had it again for lunch today. So that's an easy answer for me. I'm obsessed.
So for me, it's actually a product that's been discontinued for years. And I vowed when I started working at Trader Joe's, I said, once they discontinue this product, I am quitting. I love this product so much. It was like a chive onion dip.
Yes.
And I was obsessed. I bought it every single week for years. And then one day, poof, it was gone. It disappeared. Nothing has even come close to it, except for, I will say, everything but the bagel dip. That one is close, but it's still not it. So I'm not even gonna go there and say that's like one of my favorite things. I have one other thing that I absolutely loved, which also got discontinued. It's the Greek feta dressing. That was one of my favorite dressings.
Me too.
But I do love that vegan creamy dill dressing now that's refrigerated and that's vegan. That is amazing. I love that. So obviously, like, salads and salad dressings are boring. I could say the Southwest chop too, but I think ultimately what we buy every single week and that I absolutely love is the vegetable radiatore pasta.
Yeah.
That is like one of our family favorites, but it's one of those that's just like tried and true, and we've tried so many pastas as you guys have seen. That's probably one of my favorite products at Trader Joe's. We're moving straight into another Trader Joe's question, and this one got 40 thumbs up. So
40? Wow.
Yeah. Katie, how long have you worked at Trader Joe's? Is the job fun, stressful, or both? Do you see yourself continuing to work there in years ahead, or do you see yourself in another job? Thank you for the videos. So these are great questions. So I have worked for Trader Joe's for 8 years, and it's a very fun job. So much fun. In fact, after I had Benson, Tim was like, you know, you don't have to work anymore. You can stay home and look after Benson in his younger years, so that way you can be with him and stuff. And I really thought about it, and all my coworkers, this was at my, so I've been to, this is my third store I'm at right now. My second store is where I had Benson. I didn't have him at the store.
That would be a great story, though.
Yeah, it would. He would be the Trader Joe's baby.
His name would probably be Joe.
So anyways, I had some time to think and marinate, and all my coworkers who were my dearest friends were like, Katie, you're not coming back. Enjoy your motherhood, da-da-da. And I really had time to think about it. And obviously, I chose to work at Trader Joe's still because I came back and I decided to just go really low-key 2 days a week coming back. And I am so glad I did, because I have met so many friends / family and have gotten so many amazing recommendations and advice about life, about housing, about children, about relationships. Like, I can't tell you how much value I have gotten from working at this company. It really is a family. Of course, there's stressful parts of the job. I think this past couple years, and I'm sure a lot of you feel this way, it really brought a heightened amount of stress. Customers could be kind of hard on us even though we're doing our best. So that would be like my only time I'd really say like Trader Joe's has stressed me out. I've had other jobs that I would come home crying. Yeah. And this job, I've always felt some connection to the job more than just it's my place to go to work. Like, I have this, and Tim knows, like I have this love for it, and I think it's really because of the customers and the people I work with. So even management, I love management. They're all amazing.
And I actually have been reading through the comments, and some that I actually saw was, one of the questions was asking if you started YouTube before you started working at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Now, if you've been paying attention, she says you're working at Trader Joe's for 8 years, and we have not had our YouTube channel for longer than
4 years.
4 years. So do the math. You know the answer.
Yeah.
And then the last part of the question that was asked was, do you plan on staying at Trader Joe's?
I do. I don't know if it's forever. Tim and I are definitely dabbling in some other ventures right now behind the scenes. We're working really hard towards some of our bigger goals in life. So we're just kind of seeing where our path takes us, but I don't see myself not working at Trader Joe's in the near future. Again, like, as I get older, this is a very physical job, by the way. A lot of people are like, I'm gonna work at Trader Joe's, but you gotta realize, like, it is a lot of work. I come home some nights, my back is killing me. You know, we're down on the floor a lot, and our knees are on this hard ground, and it's a really physical job. You're walking the whole time. By the time I'm done with my job, I'll look at my steps, and I'm at like 15,000 steps for the day. Yeah. And you burn a ton of calories, and it's amazing for keeping yourself in shape. But for the longevity and for my body's sake, I probably won't be there forever, like, as I'm, getting older and stuff like that. So, but I don't know when. There's no timeline
It's not anytime soon. Don't worry.
Not anytime soon.
We've got you guys in mind, of course.
So. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a fun one. So this one says, which of your pets are you guys closest to? Each closest to?
We love them all equally, right, honey?
We sure do. I mean, let's just preface this. We have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 3 chickens. So we definitely, we're animal lovers. If you don't know that by now, I mean, I'm vegetarian for the animals, so.
That was actually a question.
Okay, there you go. I'm vegetarian for the animals. I have a serious passion for animals. I do have another dream in the future to open an animal sanctuary that is going to be so unique and unlike anything any kind of shelter is like. I have this vision of what I want it to be. But for our animals, I mean, I love every single one of them. Every day they all get love from each of us.
Very much so.
But having said that, mine has got to be Harlow. Her and I have just this bond. She sleeps on me every night. She follows me up the stairs. She is with me when I'm getting ready for work. She's just that cat that is by my side at all times.
She's a rag doll.
She is.
Yeah. For me, it's a little bit of a difficult answer. Orange, which is our other cat, I'm definitely her favorite. Yeah. She lays on me constantly, and she doesn't do that with most other people. Even you, she doesn't really lay on you that much.
She has been lately.
Yeah, but there's also, Luna, our dog, our first dog. We've had her for, goodness, years, and we got her
8 years.
Almost 8 years. Yeah. She's such a sweetheart, and I have a definite bond with her also. So it's a close tie. I think just for the sake of giving an answer, I'll say Luna. She's my girl.
And we can't forget about Sunny. So Sunny's a rescue.
Yeah.
She was a lot of work, and she was really difficult in the beginning. I mean, so many people were like, how are you guys dealing with that? She literally would jump on everybody all the time. She would literally bite people's hands, but not to bite. Nip. She just would mouth. She wanted to put your whole hand in her mouth. And it's kind of an Aussie thing. We have 2 Australian Shepherds, and they're just that way. She has come so far. Like, I'm so proud of her. She is just grown immensely, and she cuddles up with us at night on the couch. She's a sweetie pie. Like, all of our animals are just so sweet. They all get along. And our chickens are near and dear to us, too.
Let's not leave the chickens
We
out.
hold them. They're like our pets.
We literally will be hanging out in the backyard, and you'll see the dog and the cats and the chickens all right next to each other. Like, there's not an ounce of fear in the chickens that the dog or the cat are going to attack them, because they actually feel more protected when they're together, because they know that they're a family.
All right, we're moving on to another bottle of wine. Ooh, starting to feel it. Sir?
Poured this like 6 times. Okay, all right.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be at the same level as him, because I'm such a lightweight, and I'm starting to feel like, ooh, loosey-goosey. So this one we're opening is Ladro de Uva, the Grape Thief. This is an Italian red. It's a medium body. It has cherry, blackberry, baking spices, and cocoa. Goes well with almonds and pickled veggies. Oh, should I get the sauerkraut out?
No. I was going to say, let's do it, and then I listened to what you were actually saying.
Ooh, gnocchi with roasted vegetables sounds good. Social media scrolling, you know? That's my kind of wine.
I mean, yes.
What do we do in our pastime, you know? Scroll the feed.
I don't. You do.
All right, let's try this. Oh,
I need it.
Sorry,
Hold
you're
on.
not here. You're not. Whoa. Okay, white tablecloth. All right, we're moving on to another question. This one is about living in California. Have we lived here all of our lives, and what do we like about living here? Okay, so first of all, yes, Tim and I both have lived in California our whole lives, born and raised, and...
In fact, I was actually born about less than a 5-minute drive from the house you grew up in.
That's true, and... Benson was born in the same hospital that Tim was born in.
I really
Imagine that.
I know, he was. And I really wish that he was born in the same room as me. That would be really cool. But I don't think it was the same
Still
one.
so cool that that even was a thing. What do we like about living in California? Well, I mean, first and foremost, our parents live here. So, you know, we have a child, and it's definitely nice and convenient to have your parents around, because... Like tonight, Benson's staying at grandparents, so it is. That's what we cherish most. Ooh. Otherwise,
this is good.
Okay, let me try it.
This is good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted, but this is worth it.
Ooh,
that was really nice.
Why are these all so smooth?
I don't know.
These are definitely good quality wines from good wineries, and yeah, I mean, they picked the exact ones that we would like. Unless just all of them are this good, but I mean, woo, this is good.
I mean, these are really good. And I, again, apologize for cutting you off. We love California. Continue.
Yeah, so...
Family
is, like, because we were kind of considering moving to Colorado for a little while. And then we found out that I was pregnant with Benson. And that kind of, like, pulled the reins back in. Yeah. But that aside, I mean, the weather, you can really beat it. Everybody's always scared about earthquakes. And honestly, there's been... probably like 10 earthquakes in the last couple of months, and I have not felt one. I don't know if that's because I've lived here for so long, but earthquakes are like our least worry, really. It's how much everything costs here, because everything's so outrageous. Yeah. But that's a downside. But the upsides are there's the mountains and there's the beach.
Yeah, you can literally go to the beach and the mountains in the same day.
And everybody says that, but you really can. And we lived by the beach for 5 years, and let me just tell you, there's something to be said about beach life, because I felt like I didn't age in those 5 years. And then I had a kid, and then everything went downhill.
And then we made up for it.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, it's just like being in California, it's definitely kind of like a lifestyle that you get used to. It's a vibe, and not that we've ever lived anywhere else, so I can't speak on any other state. I've been to a lot of states, and I really enjoy the East Coast. I think it's beautiful, and if we were ever to move, we would, I don't know where we would end up. All right, next question, and this is probably the number one question we got. Do you and Tim plan to have more children, or is Benson going to be an only child? So this question was asked before, and it's always a question that's been asked, and honestly, I said this in a comment, but this was a very sensitive topic for us a few years back, because we were trying so hard to have a baby. I'd say like a good 3 years. We went to a fertility doctor. We got all the tests done. And the most frustrating thing for us was every time we'd get a test, they would come back and be like, you're totally healthy. Everything's completely normal. On his side and on my side. Had the dye test, had my tubes, like everything was perfect. And they just, and blood tests and everything, and they were like, you're completely healthy. There's no explanation for it. And so I think after like the 3rd year, they said you can go the IVF route. And we decided, you know, it's expensive. It's like $35,000. And we just thought that money could be better spent to go to Benson's college fund. And we just chose to, like, if it's meant to be, it is. And if it's not, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money. And the thing is that we both agree that we feel that Benson is meant for bigger things. And
He's
that
special.
He's a special boy that we want to give all of our attention to.
And you all can see that. You always say that.
Yeah.
We are really full force in our parenting with him.
Exactly. And so if we can encourage him to be the best that he can be and to change the world, you know, we hope that he can make the world a better place. And so,
Yep.
Unfortunately, the answer to the question is that Benson is going to most likely be our only one, but not for lack of trying or lack of wanting him to have a sibling. But yes, the short answer is that it's going to be a family of 3 or 10, if you count.
Yeah, we have a lot of animals, though. We're so happy and content with Benson, and we have a lot of goals and future plans, and we have those with Benson in mind, not with anything else kind of getting thrown into the mix. So, I mean, we've come to terms with it, and we're so, so happy and grateful that we have our baby, because I know so many people struggle and don't even get their one. So I just want to put that out there. We are so grateful for Benson, and that we were lucky enough to even have him. But yeah, that's the answer to the question. So we're going to round this question answer off now with the last question, which is, do you and Tim have any hobbies?
Yes, I love sports. So I love basketball, football, baseball, hockey, you name it. I'm a big fan. Number one team that I support, LA Chargers. For all of you out there that support them, which is nobody, let me hear it. Nobody cares about them. But I do. I care passionately about them. And just overall sports is my thing. Born and raised, living on sports.
Yeah, I played sports too. I played soccer growing up, but I'm not going to say that's my hobby. I think my hobby really is on animals. Like, I love animals. I love spending time with them. I'll go outside and I'll spend time with the chickens, and I will take time, and I talk to my girls all the time, and I say, who wants treats? And I'm just like such an animal lover. So I know that sounds so weird, but like I really am just such an animal person. And that wraps up this Q&A. Cheers. Wow, what a fun one. You guys asked really great questions. And then once again, if you are interested in checking out Bright Cellars, just click the link in the description below, and you will get that 50% off your first order for 6 bottles of wine delivered to your door. And don't forget, there is a friends option, a gift option I should say, where you can select which option you want and send something to a family or friend if you have like a birthday or something coming up. This
just
is a
need to
great
make
gift.
sure they signed up first. That's all.
Oh, they have to sign up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.